Right, I'm out this morning in Steeple Bumpstead where my daughter lives, and I'm just out for a little run across the field. It's a bit misty this morning, but hopefully we'll be able to get some pictures. Right, so here's the Fox and Hounds, originally a 17th century coaching inn, and here's the lovely Moot Hall, which was built in 1592. That's the War Memorial service there later today. Well, this is the road to Finchingfield, and as you can probably tell by the breathing, it's pretty much uphill. Not used to all the hills starting off. Oh, not too much to see this morning, I'm afraid. Usually quite beautiful views down there. So I'll tell you a little bit about Steeple Bumpstead and the area. Steeple Bumpstead is an Essex village about 3 miles south of Haverhill. It's very close to the Suffolk and Cambridgeshire borders. In 2021 the population was 1,580 people. Throughout its history, Steeple Bumpstead has been noted as being somewhat non-conformist. Well, I usually put on calf sleeves and knee supports, but of course I forgot to bring them with me. I could have waited until the fog cleared a bit, but as I've said before, I'm pretty much an early morning runner. Well, when we get up here, as a rule, there's a beautiful view over there towards the Suffolk border, just a mile or so down the road. I'm going to head off here through Moyns Park. Moyns Park takes its name from the Moyns family, who built a house on the site in the 14th century. William Gent inherited the house through marriage, and his son Thomas Gent was MP for Morton, with important connections to Sir Francis Walsingham, Elizabeth I's spy master. Thomas Gent was responsible for starting the build of Moyns Park House, but he died in 1593 and his son oversaw the final building. I've included a picture here so you get a better idea of what the house actually looks like. Well, until very recently, this Moyns Park was a famous horse stud breeding racehorses. It closed down as recently as 2024. That's quite surprising. I do miss those little knee supports that I put on. I never think they're going to do very much. And we're coming to the end of the driveway and out into the village of Birdbrook. There's a nice thatched community centre here, which I believe was financed by the owners of the Moyns Park Estate. Oh, a lovely little village. Not much going on at 8:20 on a Sunday morning. Local pub. If it's one of those pubs that the community got together to save. And we're going to head into the churchyard. Look at that lovely old thatch. Right. There we go. Birdbrook Church. The church is Norman. The chancel and nave from the late 11th century and early 12th century. Various further additions in the 13th and 14th century. So my attention was drawn to the plaque on the tree here, which is to the memory of a little girl who died in 1900. That tree was planted in her memory. And then following the footpath through the churchyard to continue with the route of the Steeple Bumpstead 10k. Yeah, this was the route of the Steeple Bumpstead 10k race. I did it a couple of times. I think the last time I did it was when I was 70. But another reason for me coming out fairly early this morning, apart from the fact that I love to get out early, is that there's the Remembrance service. It's like the sun's trying to burn its way through, but it is November, so it might take a while. Oh, the sun's beginning to come out. Oh, there really is nothing better than a run through the English countryside. Well, I could go that way and be a bit more faithful to the 10k route, or go this way and cut it a little bit shorter. So I'm going to cut it a bit shorter. Time getting on. Suitable for motors. Where we're going. Look forward here sometimes, but the Bumpstead Brook running along there is pretty low at the moment. Right, the farmer there, just ploughing through the remains of the bonfire. People in the cottages here have done a little poppy tribute along here. Oh, sweet. Oh, I think I'll have a run along the brook here. Right, GoPro battery's just died, so put that away. And I'll just finish off using the Go3S. Right, so going down this alleyway, we'll have a look at the church at Steeple Bumpstead, St Mary's Church, which is considerably more substantial than the church at Birdbrook. So this is also from the 11th century, but lots of additions from the 14th and 16th centuries. And then finally a run past the Moot Hall again, where they're preparing the site for the morning Remembrance service. Right, 5.28 miles there. Lovely little run. Pity about the fog earlier on, but there you go, nothing we could do about that. Anyway, I really enjoyed that, and it made a change going somewhere completely different. So until I see you again, look after yourselves, take care, all the best, and bye for now.